After a couple of rainouts earlier in the week, by the grace of God, we are back at Bosse Field here tonight, and the Evansville Otters will continue their 9-game homestand, which, because of the postponements, has been shrunken down to 7 games, but a new series against the New Jersey Jackals here tonight. Greetings and salutations, everybody. Kyle Chandler joining you here for the pregame show, and this is a series where either team might be able to get a little bit of an edge to try to get out of that dreaded last place in each respective division. This is the final East Coast team that the Evansville Otters will see here in 2024 as they battle with the Jackals. The Otters 27-41 on the 2024 campaign, and New Jersey 23-45. 80 degrees, sunny skies, and we have shadows here in Evansville, Indiana at Bosse Field. Right now, they are right at the base of the pitcher's mound, so home plate covered in darkness, and right at about each of the corner infield bags, it then goes to light all the way out into the outfield. A glorious day here for baseball, and we weren't sure if we were even going to be able to get this one in today because of that pesky R word, which has made its way to the ballpark one too many times. It has threatened to come and go here at Bosse Field today. It was here for a little while, so if you're watching on Flow Sports, not sure how good the camera angle is right now to see, but some of the backstop is actually still a little bit wet. There's just a very, very small puddle right by the Otters' first base dugout, and a good job by our camera crew to switch over. You can see on the left-hand side of your screen down in the bottom left corner, it's a little bit different of a color right next to the lip of the grass, and that is because that area right there is a little bit of a splash zone, but nothing too serious to where we have to worry about postponing the game or any of that nature. So we should be all systems go today, and throughout the rest of the weekend, it looks as if the forecast is clear. Now, given that, we have also been told that the forecast should have been good for today. It wasn't. We were told that it should have been good for yesterday. Obviously, that wasn't the case. So there's really just no way of telling. We're just going to have to wait and see what happens here tonight. Let's go through the starting lineups. First, for the visiting New Jersey Jackals, they are led by field manager Bert Gonzalez. Leading off for the Jackals, right fielder Albert Scipione. Batting second is Fritz Genther, the shortstop. Batting third, the third baseman, Miguel Gomez. Cleaning things up, Emmanuel Rosario, he plays first. Batting fifth, the designated hitter, Rob Poller. Batting sixth, playing second base, Clayton Melbauer. And batting seventh, doing the catching, Xavier Valentin. Batting eighth, the left fielder, Trent Taylor. And filling out the starting 9 is Bryson Parks, the center fielder. Let's flip the book over and take a look at the Evansville Otters, led by field manager Andy McCauley. Leading off, the second baseman, Delvin Zinn. Batting second and playing right field, Gary Mattis. Paven Parks batting third, he plays short. Cleaning things up is the left fielder, Randy Bednar. Dakota Phillips doing the catching, he will bat fifth. Batting sixth, the third baseman, David Mendham. Logan Brown playing first base, he bats seventh. Batting eighth, the designated hitter, Mason White. Giovanni DiGiacomo will clean things up in the 9-hole. He plays center field. We'll take a step aside here on Flow Sports and the Otters Digital Network. We'll give you the pitching matchup when we come back after the national anthem, and then we'll have first pitch. Don't go anywhere. Back after this. It's that time of the day again. Otters baseball coming your way here on Flow Sports and the Otters Digital Network. So happy you could join us here for this Friday night contest between the Evansville Otters and the New Jersey Jackals. Kyle Chandler with you here for the play-by-play. Evansville 8th in the Frontier League West, 27-41 on the year, and New Jersey 8th in the Frontier League East, 23-45. A series for both teams to get out of the cellar, and Evansville coming off a nice streak against the Lake Erie Crushers, winning 3 games to open this homestand. They had to chalk 2 of the games against Schaumburg, so only playing 1 against the Boomers on Wednesday night. They dropped that contest 8-2. Ballpark dimensions here at Bosse Field in Evansville, Indiana. 315 to the right and left field lines. 375 out in the right and left center power alleys. And to dead center, it is 400. Calling our balls and strikes here tonight, home plate umpire Miguel Cruz. Nick Barone is the first base umpire, and over at third, it's Gary Glover. Pitching matchup here tonight, left-hander Braden Scott throwing his warm-up pitches right now for Evansville, and he will go up against right-hander Danny Vasquez. Scott 2-9 on the year, coming off a win in his last start. This is appearance and start number 15 for him. 83 1/3 prior innings. That's the most out of any Evansville Otter this year. A 4.32 ERA. Vasquez 0-2. He is making his second start, 7 appearances, including tonight this year, 8 2/3 prior innings, and a 12.46 ERA. Arbert Scipione will lead things off for New Jersey, and the right fielder bats right-handed. Scott, the southpaw, toes the rubber. He's working from the third base side of the mound, leans in, gets the sign from catcher Dakota Phillips. Into the wind, here's his first pitch. Fastball at the knees, taken for a strike, and we're underway here at 6:33 p.m. 80 degrees, sunny skies here at Bosse Field. Here comes the next offering, and it's fouled back to the screen. Quickly now 0-2 for Scipione. Feels like we have not had a broadcast in decades. Scott into the motion. Here's his 0-2 home. Check swing, foul hit to the right side, out of play. And we'll try it again at 0-2 for Scipione. Yesterday's doubleheader against Schaumburg postponed. Wednesday we played, and Evansville dropping that contest to Schaumburg 8-2. That was the only game that the Otters saw against the Boomers. Scipione digging back in from the right side after calling for time. Here's his 0-2 pitch. Fastball misses high, and we'll try it at 1-2 strikes. Tuesday also got postponed. That is why there was a doubleheader that was supposed to be played yesterday. Here it comes, and the 1-2 is swung on and missed, strike 3. 5-pitch K for Braden Scott to begin his night as he sets down Arbert Scipione. 4 strikes for the left-hander, and now he will face Fritz Genther. Defensive positioning for Evansville in the series opener against New Jersey. David Mendham at third, Paven Parks at short. Over on the right side of the infield, Delvin Zinn at second and Logan Brown at first. We'll get to the rest after the first pitch. Genther takes a strike on the inside corner, and the count is 0-1. In the outfield, Randy Bednar out in left field. Giovanni DiGiacomo patrolling center and Gary Madison right. The battery, Dakota Phillips behind the dish. Here's Braden Scott's pitch, and it drops in for strike 2. Quickly 0-2 as the pitcher is way ahead of Genther. No score, top of the first. Nobody on, 1 out. The wind and the pitch. Just hit low. Tried him with an 82-mile-an-hour breaking ball, and it was just below the zone. There has been a lot of rain here at Bosse Field this week. Now the 1-2. Swing and a miss. A good start for Scott. He's got 2 strikeouts here to begin the ball game. And now it's Miguel Gomez coming to the plate. 9 pitches, 7 strikes for the southpaw. No score, top of the first. 2 outs and the bases are empty. The left-hander gets the sign. He deals home. Fastball in the inside corner for a strike. 0-1 to Gomez. Even on Monday, the off day, there was more rain to come down on Bosse Field. Who knows if the Otters would have been able to play. The 0-1. Here's a grounder hit out to the left side of the infield. That'll get past Mendham and go into left. Base hit for Gomez. First base runner of the game as he's aboard first. 2 gone in the inning. Here comes Emmanuel Rosario. So a blunt end to the potential 1-2-3 for Scott. Still working efficiently here in this first inning. Lefty on righty battle, the kick and the pitch. Breaking ball, just a little bit low, and the count is 1-0. Hopefully for the weekend, it says that we're supposed to be clear. Who knows if there's any truth to that? It would be a blessing to get these other 2 games in. The 1-0 on the inside corner finds the black for a strike, and the count is 1-1. I always say being a weatherman is like being a baseball player. You can fail 7 out of 10 times, you're still in the Hall of Fame. Now the 1-1. Fastball paints the inside black, and it's quickly now 1-2, and we have experienced that already earlier this week. Pop-up showers today. We weren't supposed to have any rain, but yet we had to pull the tarp a good 5 or 6 times. Here's the 1-2. Breaking ball misses downstairs, taken by Rosario, and the deuces are wild. No score, top of the first. Runner on first, 2 gone in the inning. The Shadows now behind the mound. Here's the pitch. Fastball called, strike 3. 3 Ks in the inning for Scott, and he ends it with a punch out on Rosario. 1 stranded on first. No damage done from New Jersey. Evansville coming to bat in the home first for the first time when we come back. Bottom of the first inning, Delvin Zinn leading it off for Evansville here tonight, and he will face right-hander Danny Vasquez. Vasquez 0-2 this season. This is his 7th appearance, 2nd start. The right-hander winds and fires a fastball off the outside corner. And the count is 0-1 to the right-handed hitter. Vasquez works quickly out there, back to it, and the 1-0 is a fastball down the middle, taken for a strike. 1-1 the count. 8 2/3 prior innings of work for Vasquez, a 12.46 ERA. The pitch, and it misses a little bit high. Count now 2-1. This New Jersey offense holds its own with the rest of the league. It's the pitching staff that has struggled this year. The 2-1. And here's a ball roped down the right field line, hooking foul. And we'll try it at 2-2 now for Zinn. Vasquez had a tough start in his only start of the season. And in that start, he had a lot of traffic. The righty winds and fires, and the 2-2 is a breaking ball that misses upstairs. Vasquez, a late acquisition to this New Jersey roster. He deals the 3-2. Zinn smokes it down the left field line. This one also foul, and we'll have another payoff pitch. That only start of the year came against the New England Knockouts, and that was back on July 27th, his last appearance. The payoff, breaking ball, inside, ball 4. So Zinn able to draw the walk. And now coming to the plate, it'll be the right fielder, Gary Mattis. Mattis 0 for 4 in the game against Schaumburg. That's the only game of the series that Evansville saw against the Boomers. Looking to get back on track. Righty on righty matchup, the pitch. Fastball misses high. Mattis batting .270 in 16 games on the year for the Otters. And he has been a nice acquisition. Part of the cavalry that Andy McCauley called back. Here's the 1-0. Fastball off the glove of the catcher, Valentin. Up to second is Zinn. And they're going to say that's a pass ball, one that Valentin should have had. Well, it was a high fastball, but it hit the glove. And I think it was still in the reach of Valentin to where he should have came down with that. So runner in scoring position, no outs, bottom of the first, no score. Here's the pitch to Mattis. And the 2-0 is another fastball high. 3 balls and no strikes. Now to begin this 9-game homestand, Evansville able to sweep the Lake Erie Crushers, but because of the postponement, the homestand has gone from 9 games to 7. At the set, Vasquez deals the 3-0. Fastball touches the top of the zone for a strike, and it's now 3-1 to Mattis. Mattis 2 homers, 6 RBI on the year, 13 runs scored and 4 doubles. Looking to bare minimum, move over Zinn to get him 90 feet closer to scoring this at-bat. Here's the 3-1. Fastball misses high, ball 4. This is a big reason why New Jersey has struggled this year. They give up a plethora of walks, averaging 4.5 per game as a staff. And that's 14th in the Frontier League. But that is not a good number. Now coming to the plate, left-handed hitter, Pavin Parks. Vasquez, the righty, leans in. First and second, nobody out here in the first. At the set, glove near the head, he deals. First pitch, a fastball high. Well, a radar gun only showing 82 miles an hour on that heater, but it looked like it came in way faster than that. Working games here at Bosse Field, you learn that some of the technology not the most reliable sources of information. Here comes the 1-0. Fastball misses high again. 2 balls and no strikes. That might have been a changeup. That one looked a little slower, but when you have a 109-year-old ballpark, sometimes technology is not Bossy Field's best friend. We have time called, and it's the pitching coach, Jake Kuchmaner. Well, he's not the pitching coach. He's a pitcher on the inactive list, but the real pitching coach, Joe Testa, did not make the trip for this road series, so instead of Testa out there, it is Kuchmaner. Just a quick chat with Vasquez. And the right-hander has fallen behind 2-0 to Parks, a good hitter's count. And Parks has been a dangerous guy at the plate this year for Evansville. What hasn't Pavin done for the Otters? 32 games played, 6 homers, 19 RBI, 22 runs scored, and he's batting .333. At the set, Vasquez ready, he deals. Swing and a miss. And he got the heater by Parks. Well, again, that fastball only clocking in at 83 miles an hour. But it just seems like it has a little more juice than that. The set. A look to second. The pitch. Both runners go. Fastball high. No throw from Valentine. And it's a double steal. Zinn up to third. He's got his 12th stolen bag of the year. And Mattis up to second. He's got his 12th. So now second and third. Nobody out in the first. No score and a 3-1 count to Parks. Vasquez leaning in. He will have to pitch carefully here. And the pitch to the left-handed hitting Parks is inside fastball, hit the other way, out of play. Now, you don't have to hit a 3-run homer here in this scenario, but you do have a job to do, and that's to get that guy on third to score. If you can bring both in, all the better. But an early opportunity for the Otters to jump ahead. Now the payoff pitch to Pavin. Swung on, a grounder out to second. This will get that run home. Melbauer up with it. He will throw to first to retire Parks. A fielder's choice RBI. RBI number 20 for Parks as Zinn comes in to score, and he makes it a 1-0 Evansville lead. Up to third, Mattis. One gone in the frame. Here comes Randy Bednar to the plate. That is perfectly fine execution. Bednar has been seeing the ball well, working on a 3-game hit streak, and he's got that average back up to 270. Righty on righty matchup. First pitch, a breaking ball. Backhanded stop by Valentine, able to knock it down. And the count is 1-0. That average was hovering in the low 260s for Randy, but he was 2 for 4 in the game against Schaumburg. Had a walk and a strikeout. And he's been seeing the ball much better over the last few games. The set. Here comes the 1-0. Fastball, swing and a miss. Otters lead it 1-0 on the fielder's choice RBI from Pavin Parks. We're in the first inning. Here's the 1-1 delivery. And Bednar pops it up. Shallow and down by the right field line. Foul territory. The second baseman, Melbauer, makes the catch. Thinking about tagging Mattis. He gets about 15 feet off third, then backs it up. So an F4 in foul territory. And that's a huge out number 2 for Vasquez. Now coming to the plate, the catcher, Dakota Phillips. Defensive order for New Jersey here in this contest, the series opener against Evansville. Miguel Gomez at third. Fritz Genther over at short. Clayton Melbauer, the second baseman, and Emmanuel Rosario over at first. The battery is Xavier Valentin doing the catching, and the pitcher Danny Vasquez. We'll get to the outfield after the first pitch to Phillips. Here it is. Breaking ball on the inside corner for a strike, and the count is 0-1. In the outfield and left, Trent Taylor. Bryson Parks is the center fielder, and over and right is Arbert Scipione. The set from Vasquez. He deals. Fastball misses away, and the count is 1-1 for Phillips. Similar to Mattis, Phillips, another part of the cavalry that Andy McCauley called back not too long ago. And Phillips has seen action in 22 games for Evansville this year. Now the 1-1. Breaking ball misses outside. Looked to be a changeup from Vasquez, 72 miles an hour. And the count is now 2-1. Runner on third, that's Mattis. 2 gone here in this first inning, and the Otters lead it 1-0. And Phillips in his own right has provided in many ways for Evansville. Now the 2-1. Fastball misses low, 3 balls and 1 strike. And with the Otters trading away Jake Green, that happened right before the Wednesday night contest against Schaumburg. We'll have to see if Phillips will now get more reps behind the dish. The 3-1 pitch. Fastball inside, almost hit him. Phillips able to get out of the way, narrowly evading that fastball, and that's the 3rd walk of the inning from Vasquez. He has really had to work here in this opening frame. It's already 26 pitches for the right-hander, and he is yet to give up a hit, but Evansville leads it 1-0. And that's why walks are so detrimental to a pitching staff. So when you average 4.5 a game, you're inevitably going to give up more runs. Here's David Mendham, bats left-handed. The pitch to him. Fastball misses high, and the count is 1-0. Runners at the corners, 2 gone in the first. When you break it down, if you give up 2 walks in an inning, and similar to what happened in this frame, both runners have some speed. They're able to steal. Here's the 1-0. Fastball misses high. You don't even need to give up hits to surrender those runs via the walk. And if you're giving up hits on top of that, well, you can just pretty much chalk it up as being a bad performance. The 2-0. Breaking ball touches the knees near the bottom of the zone, and the count is now 2-1 to Phillips, or excuse me, to Mendham. Mendham batting .305 on the year. This is game number 67 for him. The 2-1 coming. Breaking ball hit back up the middle, and it's a lunging stop by the shortstop, Genther. His throw to first is low, and it's not able to be scooped out of the dirt by Rosario. That's going to bring home another run for Evansville. Mattis touches the plate and makes it 2-0. We'll see if they mark that down as a hit or an error. And they're going to say E6. So Genther with a bad throw. It was low. And everybody is safe. Phillips on second base now. Mendham on first. Here's Logan Brown at the plate. Righty on lefty matchup. And the pitch is swung on, hit the opposite way. Out of play, 0-1. Well, we talked earlier about that postponement in the Schaumburg games. Those will get moved, and they are now road games. The 0-1 pitch, and Brown pops it up, third base side, foul territory. Coming on is Gomez, but this will land in the Jackals dugout. Did that just hit somebody? May have. Somebody was darting out of the way of that. That's pretty slow reaction time. He had a long time to get out of the way of that foul ball. I don't know if he just didn't track it, but not exactly sure who that is down there. They have a black shirt on. Well, the count is now 0-2. Here's the pitch to Logan Brown. Breaking ball, chopped over to first. Rosario behind the bag fields it. He will run it over himself and tap on first. That'll do it. Here in the first inning, Evansville strikes for 2, and they take an early 2-0 lead over New Jersey. One in the books on Flow Sports and the Otters Digital Network. Top of the second inning, and it is Evansville 2, New Jersey nothing. Braden Scott back on the rubber. He will face Rob Pollard as the first batter here in this frame. Scott saw 4 batters in the first inning, gave up a 2-out base hit to Miguel Gomez, but also struck out 3. 16 pitches, 12 strikes in that first frame. The lefty winds and fires home, and his deal is a fastball that misses just a little bit high. 1-0 the count now to Pollard. Into the motion, Scott comes home. Fastball in the inside corner, taken for a strike, 1-1. Scott coming off a nice performance in his last outing. He winds and deals the 1-1. Check swing on a fastball, and did he go around? Yes, says third base umpire Gary Glover. And it's now 1-2. Lefty on lefty matchup. Scott faced the Lake Erie Crushers back on July 26. Went 7 innings, gave up just a run. Now the 1-2. Called strike 3. Right at the knees, an 81-mile-an-hour breaking ball. Looked to be the changeup. And Scott, in the first 5 batters that he has seen here tonight, has retired 4 via the strikeout. That's 2 in a row on looking K's, and here comes Clayton Melbauer to the plate. First pitch to him misses the zone, and the count is 1-0. The lefty working quickly now back into the motion. His pitch is swung on and missed. 1-1 the count. Melbauer batting .232 this year from the right side. Was 2 for 9 with a home run and 4 RBI in the series against Gateway. Here's the 1-1. Fastball misses in, 2 balls and a strike, but he did not have hits in the last 2 games of that series. That was a brutal series for New Jersey. One that they should have won. Now the 2-1 is lifted foul the opposite way, out of play. And we'll try it at 2-2. That Gateway series for the Jackals, well, they had a comeback attempt fall short in the middle game yesterday. in the series finale, they blew the game, the 2-2. Tapped into the glove of Phillips, and he holds on, strike 3. 5 strikeouts in 1 2/3 innings for Braden Scott. And now coming to the plate, Xavier Valentin. Otters lead it 2-0 over New Jersey. We're in the away second. Good squeeze from Phillips. He hasn't seen much action behind the plate for Evansville yet this year. Here's the first pitch to Valentin, and the left-handed hitting catcher takes a strike, 0-1. Well, again, the Otters trading away Jake Green to the American Association. We wish Green all the best on his next journey, the 0-1. Fastball, watch out. Valentin started to go around. It was near his head. And that narrowly missed his face. Scary situation, but he definitely crossed the plane with the bat, and they're going to call it strike 2. He swung at the pitch, went too far around. That's a brutal strike. Bases empty, 2 outs. Scott winds and fires the 0-2 pitch. And Valentin taps it off the glove of Phillips, goes back to the screen. We'll have another 0-2. But again, with Green getting traded away, he went to the Sioux City Explorers. Maybe we'll see Dakota back behind the plate more. Here's the 0-2. Fastball misses just a little low. 1 ball and 2 strikes now for Valentin. This is only his second start behind the plate for the Otters this year, but in his first during the Lake Erie series, took him a little bit of time to get used to being back there again, but then he settled in. Here's a ground ball smash past a diving Mendham at third, and this will go into left field for a base hit. Now this is exactly how the first inning started for Scott. Struck out the first 2, then gave up a base hit to left. And it's a base runner for New Jersey here in this second. Evansville leads it 2-0. And now coming to the plate, Trent Taylor. The left fielder batting right-handed. Scott at the set, the southpaw deals. Swing and a miss on a fastball, 0-1. Scott, a 4-seam fastball, sweeping curve, cutter, and a change. And he uses all of his pitches very well. He's at the set. He twirls and deals. Fastball misses low, 1-1. Now for Scott, he has had some ups and some downs here this season. But if he can close out the year the way he pitched against Lake Erie and the way he has started tonight, boy, he could be really deadly. He'll throw to first, back in safely, Valentin. And what a confidence boost that could be for a guy like Scott. Was in the Toronto Blue Jays system during his affiliated tenure, reached AA, but it's been a while since he's been at that level. Now the 1-1, and it misses inside. And Scott getting older and older by the day, so if he wants another chance in the minor leagues, you would imagine that it's probably got to happen pretty soon. He deals, and it's tapped back to the screen. 2-2 the count now for Taylor. And he thinks Scott has the capabilities. He might need to get a little bit more velocity behind that fastball. But he was a deadly pitcher last year. Was projected to be the ace this year for Evansville. Zach Smith has more or less taken over that role. And he's still been great. The 2-2 misses off the inside part of the plate, and it's now full for Taylor. And it always helps being a left-handed pitcher. That inherently gives you a little bit more value than a right-handed pitcher. 3-2 is hit back to the screen. Runner was going on the pitch, so Valentin going back to first. And we'll try it again. It has turned out to be a gorgeous day for baseball here at Bosse Field. Our American flag with a slight breeze to right field. The payoff from Scott. Runner goes again at the knees, called strike 3. 6 outs to begin the game through 2 innings, all strikeouts. For the left-hander, Braden Scott, he strands another runner. No damage done from New Jersey. Evansville leads it 2-0 after 1.5. 8-9-1 in the order for Evansville. Here to begin this home second, Mason White, Giovanni DiGiacomo, Delvin Zinn all due up. The right-hander, Danny Vasquez on the rubber, winds and fires a fastball inside, and the count is 1-0 for White. White batting left-handed, trying to snap a 4-game hitless streak. Otters lead it 2-0 over New Jersey. Here's the 1-0 pitch. And it's a broken bat, weak ground ball out to second. Melbauer up with it. He will underhand flip it to first. Rosario there, and there's one gone. So a quick 2-pitch out. And Vasquez will need more of those throughout the rest of his outing if he wants to keep that pitch count down. Through 33 pitches in the first inning and just 15 strikes. His first deal home to Giovanni DiGiacomo. Bunt attempt pulled back on an inside fastball, and the count is 1-0. Well, Vasquez gave up 2 runs, but he did not allow a hit in that first inning. The right-hander winds and fires. Fastball misses in, 2-0. He surrendered 3 walks, and the 2 to score were from Delvin Zinn and Gary Mattis. He deals. It's a fastball swung on, lifted high and deep to right center. On his horse is Scipione. This is off the wall, and it'll bounce off the base of the wall, picked up by Parks, the center fielder, cruising into second to Giacomo. Giovanni with his 8th double. And there's now a runner in scoring position, 1 out here in the second, and coming to the plate, Delvin Zinn. DiGiacomo got some good wood on the ball that time, and that's a huge at-bat for Giovanni. Not trying to do too much with it. A pitch on the inner third, and he just didn't miss the opportunity. Delvin Zinn batting right-handed. Vasquez at the set, a look to second, and he will step off, no throw. Otters lead it 2-0 here in the second inning. Series opener between the Otters and the Jackals. Saturday contest coming tomorrow, 6:35. Sunday, we're dropping back down to 12:35. No more 5:05 first pitch Sundays. Here's the first pitch home to Zinn, and it misses a little bit inside. The count is 1-0. Well, the first time through that order, Vasquez only threw first pitch strikes to 2 batters. So he has struggled with his command out of the gates. The right-hander steps and deals home. Breaking ball misses inside. Zinn able to draw a 7-pitch walk to begin the night offensively for Evansville in the bottom of the first. Now trying to pick up a base hit to score Giovanni on second. The set from Vasquez. Now he comes home and the 2-0 is taken. Well, that was a bad one to take. Fastball right down the heart of the plate. And the count is now 2-1. Zinn 1 for 5 against Schaumburg on Wednesday night. Batting .304 this year. Now the 2-1 pitch. And Zinn watches it go way over his head. This is back to the backstop. And a wild pitch will send DiGiacomo up to third. That was not even close. That was as tall as 2 Delvin Zinns. And it was thrown behind him. Must have slipped out of the fingers of Vasquez, because even a bad release point would not let that baseball go that far astray. Here's the 3-1. Swung on, popped up, foul territory, first base side. Rosario giving chase, slides by the warning track, can't make the catch. So Zinn fortunate to not be retired in foul grounds, and now we'll try it at 3-2. Runner on third, 1 gone here in the second. Otters lead it 2-0 over New Jersey. Vasquez leaning in, now he comes to the set. Here's the payoff pitch. Grounder hit out to third, snared by Gomez. He looks back, the runner at third, throws to first. A great defensive play over at the hot corner. And that runner will have to stay. Giovanni will now have to rely on Gary Mattis stepping to the dish. Zinn retired on the 5-3 putout, and that's out number 2. Righty on righty matchup. Here's the first pitch. Mattis watches a high fastball, and the count is 1-0. Gary also walking his first plate appearance tonight. Able to score on an error from the shortstop, Fritz Genther. Here's the 1-0 pitch. Breaking ball hit to the right side of the infield. The second baseman, Melbauer, up with it. He will throw to first. That'll do it. 2 in the books. Runner stranded on third for Evansville. No damage done, but they lead New Jersey 2-0 on Flow Sports and the Otters Digital Network. Top of the third inning, Evansville leads it 2-0 over New Jersey. Bryson Parks digs in from the right side. Braden Scott's first pitch to him is a fastball that misses in, and the count is 1-0. Parks, the center fielder, batting .247. This is his 59th game of the year for New Jersey. The southpaw motions home the 1-0. Fastball in, and Parks has to twirl out of the way. 2 balls and no strikes. Well, Scott has looked good through the first 2 innings. 6 outs, all strikeouts. The 2-0 pitch is another one that is inside, but it just caught the black for a strike. 2-1. Parks, unlike other guys, really likes to hug the inside corner. Now the 2-1 pitch is swung on, popped up, foul territory first base side. Brown giving a look, can't get there. 2-2 the count now for Parks. And he will get up right next to that white chalk on the inside part of that right-handed batter's box. So he likes to try to take away that inside pitch. Scott into the windup, and here's his 2-2. Swung on, lifted foul again to the first base side. This one a little bit deeper, and it lands in foul territory. Brown couldn't get there, and we'll have another 2-2 pitch. Well, every baseball that lands on the warning track, you can pretty much throw it away, because that warning track is a little bit wet still, and we'll just leave it at that. Here's the 2-2. Breaking ball just a little bit inside. Close take there from Parks, but a good one, and the count now full. That warning track's still playable, but you might get some extra mud on your cleats if you go over there. 3-2 is a fastball that misses just a little bit low. And for the first time, Scott does not start off the inning with a strikeout. Instead, it's a walk, and Parks down at first base. The lineup turns over for New Jersey. Here comes Albert Scipione. Evansville leads it 2-0. We're in the third, time called immediately. Oh, home plate umpire Miguel Cruz pointing to the first base side. Not sure what that was about, but everybody's ready now. Lefty on righty battle. The southpaw at the set, and the first pitch to Scipione. Fastball misses a little bit high, and the count is 1-0. This is a fast Jackals team, and Parks a speedster, so the Otters will have to be diligent as he takes off on the next pitch. It's in there for a strike. Throw to the bag, and they got him! Gorgeous throw by Phillips. Right on the money, and they're just able to beat Parks. So erase the leadoff base runner. And now there's one out here in the third. That was a bullet from Dakota Phillips behind the plate. And with a guy like Parks running, you have no margin for error. Parks having some words with David Mendham, the third baseman. He was not pleased with the call. Heading back to the dugout, and a slow walk back to the dugout. Count now 1-1 for Scipione. The pitch to him is a fastball that misses low. 2 balls and a strike. This New Jersey club steals more bases than anybody else in the Frontier League, and really, it's not close. Here's the 2-1. Breaking ball misses just off the inside corner. 3-1 the count. You have New Jersey, who is number 1. They have stolen 169 bases in, well, now 201 tries. Here's the 3-1 pitch from Scott. It's a fastball lifted high and deep to right. Backing up Mattis, nearing the warning track, makes the catch still on the green grass. And he will retire Scipione. There's The second out here recorded in this inning. Otters lead it 2-0 over New Jersey. And in the third, it's Fritz Genther now coming to the plate. That's a good at-bat from Scott. Fell behind 3-1, still able to record an out. That's huge. Lefty on righty battle. The southpaw kicks and deals. It's at the top of the zone for a strike. And the count is 0-1. Genther struck out his first time up. The wind and the pitch. Check swing did not go around, says first base umpire Nick Barone. So again, you have New Jersey with 169 steals. Then in the second place spot, it's Quebec with 128. Next deal from Scott in there at the knees for a strike. 1-2 now. So that's 41 bags of a difference between first and second place. Scott winds and deals the 1-2, a grounder out to short. Charging Parks, he's up with it. Flips it on over to first, and that'll do it here in the third. Well, despite the leadoff walk, Scott still faces the minimum, and we're through 2.5. Evansville leads New Jersey 2-0 on Flow Sports and the Otters Digital Network. Heart of the order due up for Evansville here in the home third. Pavin Parks, Randy Bednar, and Dakota Phillips all due. And on the rubber, Danny Vasquez, the right-hander. Parks batting left-handed. Brought home the game's first run with a fielder's choice RBI in the first. First pitch swinging and a pop-up. Very shallow center field. The second baseman, Melbauer, backing up. And he will make the catch. One pitch, one out for Vasquez. 47 pitches, 22 strikes. He struggled to find the zone on a consistent basis, but for Vasquez, give him credit, he's been able to limit the damage. And now coming to the plate, right-handed hitting Randy Bednar. 0 for 1 with a fly out in foul territory. First pitch to him is in there for a strike, and the count is 0-1. Otters lead it 2-0 over New Jersey. The step in the pitch is a fastball hit back up the middle towards second. The shortstop Genther up with it. A strong throw to first, and they're able to beat Bednar by a half a step. Well, a quick start here in this third inning for Vasquez. 3 pitches, and he's got 2 outs. And after that first inning, Vasquez really able to settle down. Surrendered a trio of walks, 2 coming to score in that first inning. One was an unearned run on an error from the shortstop Genther. But then he saw 4 batters in the second. He's on his way to a 1-2-3 in the third. First pitch to Dakota Phillips. Fastball misses outside. And the count is 1-0. Well, again, Vasquez only one start, which was in his last appearance against New England, the 1-0. Swing and a miss. And he took the loss in that start. But for Vasquez, the question looms, how long can he go? For Vasquez against New England, he went 5 innings, gave up 3 runs on 6 hits. So all things considered, it actually wasn't a horrendous start, but again, the walks got to him. He surrendered 5 walks in that outing. Just 3 strikeouts. He did throw 90 pitches, though. So maybe his leash will be a little bit longer. Before that appearance, the most that he went out of the bullpen before his only start of the year, just 1 inning. The right-hander winds and fires. Phillips swings and misses, and the count is now 1-2. Bases empty. There are 2 outs here in this 3rd inning. Evansville leads it 2-0 over New Jersey. Vasquez back to it in the 1-2. Cut on and missed. Strike 3. A 1-2-3 for Vasquez as he sets the Otters down here in the home 3rd. 2-0 Evansville leads it over New Jersey on Flow Sports and the Otters Digital Network. 3-4-5 in the order for New Jersey here to begin this away 4th. Braden Scott back on the rubber. The left-hander has looked sharp here in the first 3 innings. Evansville leads it 2-0 over New Jersey. First pitch to Miguel Gomez is shot to the third baseman Mendham. A leaping grab. 1 pitch, 1 out. A nice acrobatic play by Mendham. And he retires Gomez. Here comes Emmanuel Rosario. That ball was smashed off the bat of Gomez. And that's one of those ones where all you can do is tip your cap. Rosario struck out looking his first time up. The pitch to him. Swing and a miss, and it's 0-1. For Scott, 55 pitches, and he's thrown 36 strikes. The first 6 outs he recorded, all strikeouts. The 0-1. Fastball misses a little bit outside, and the count is now 1-1. Series opener between these 2 clubs. Evansville leads it 2-0. Next pitch inside, and that almost hit Rosario, but he was able to get out of the way. So make it a 2-1 count now. The southpaw winds and deals. Fastball misses high, 3-1. The shadows are gone here at Bosse Field. Our American flag almost limp, but just being held up by a small breeze to right. The 3-1. Fastball inside, ball 4. A 5-pitch walk issued by Scott. And that'll send Rosario to first. One gone here in the 4th. Otters lead it 2-0. Rob Poller comes to the plate. He bats left-handed. Struck out looking his first time up. The southpaw offers up the first pitch, and Poller takes high. Well, the most strikeouts in franchise single game history as a team. The Otters picking up 22 against Gateway. Here's the 1-0. Grounder hit back up the middle. Diving attempt by Zinn at second. Can't get it behind the bag. This goes into center. First and second now for New Jersey. And here comes Clayton Melbauer. First sign of trouble that we have seen from Scott here tonight. And we'll see how he adjusts. A quick meeting between him and Phillips on the mound. Now that was all the way back in 2017. Most strikeouts by a single pitcher. It has happened multiple times in a single game, but it is 16. So that would be the number to beat if Scott is able to continue racking up the Ks. At the plate, Clayton Melbauer, first pitch to him, in there for a strike, and the count is 0-1. Tying run standing on first. We're in the 4th. Otters with a 2-0 lead. The set from Scott. He deals. Breaking ball, line back to the screen, and the count is 0-2 now for Melbauer. Melbauer, one of those victims to strike out in the first 6 outs recorded. His was swinging. Batting .232 on the year, the second baseman, 2 homers, 16 RBI. The pitch. Fastball misses a little bit in, and the count is now 1-2. Scott comes to the set. He deals. Tap back to the screen, foul, and we'll try it again. Hey, want to make your lawn and landscape look like a field of dreams? Make sure you use 10 Barge professional brand products. Pick them up at any of our 3 locations, beautifying the communities we live in and the grass we walk and play on, all since 1940. 10 Barge professional brand products. Now the 1-2 from Scott is swung on, hit into the gap in right center on his horse Mattis. He can't get there, and he will cut it off on a hop. Rounding third, heading for home, Rosario. He will score. Up to second is Melbauer, moving to third, Poller. And it's an RBI double for New Jersey, and they cut the lead in half. It's now 2-1. That's the first mistake that we have seen from Braden Scott tonight. And he was ahead to Melbauer, 1-2. So a tough one to give up, and we'll see how he responds. Now digging in, the catcher, Xavier Valentin. Left on left matchup. Second and third, one out here in the 4th. And the pitch is a breaking ball that misses low and away. Valentin singled his first time up. This is part of a 12-game road series for New Jersey. That is absolutely atrocious. At the set, Scott ready. He deals. And it's tapped foul. Back to the screen. We'll try it at 1-1. This 12-game road series started just outside of Boston when New Jersey played New England. And they took 2 out of 3 games from the knockouts. Then they went to Gateway. Here's the 1-1. Line back to the screen. We'll try it at 1-2 for Valentine. Well, that was a brutal travel day because they flew from New Jersey after driving back from New England, and their flight got delayed 5 hours in the Newark airport. And so they didn't get into Gateway until around 11 p.m. on Monday. Then they started the new series against the Grizzlies on Tuesday, but won the series opener in convincing fashion, 11-1. The 1-2 misses downstairs. 2 balls and 2 strikes for Valentine. But then again, we already detailed the rest of the series. They dropped the middle game after their 11-1 victory on Tuesday, and then on Wednesday they lost. Here's the 2-2. Breaking ball, hit back to the screen again. Valentine staying alive. That's the 3rd foul ball this at-bat. And yesterday, that was a real tough pill to swallow for New Jersey. They had a 5-1 lead going into the bottom of the 6th inning, and they ended up losing. The set and the pitch, just a little bit low. Right at the knees. But home plate umpire Miguel Cruz felt that was a couple of inches below the bottom of the zone, and now we'll try it at 3-2 for Valentine. Scott ready, glove at the belt, he deals. Swing and a miss. A crucial out number 2 as Scott retires Valentine. Both runners hold on 2nd and 3rd. Here in the 4th, now coming to the plate, Trent Taylor. Otters lead it 2-1 over New Jersey. Taylor struck out looking his first time up. Scott ready at the belt, the pitch. Fastball in the inside corner for a strike, and it's 0-1. So after Gateway, New Jersey, of course, coming here. And then after here, they will go up north and play Quebec in Canada. Now the 0-1. Swing and a miss, 0-2. That's just a lot of travel. You are going halfway across America, but then also you have to go north of the border after this. Just brutal. Didn't get word if they are flying up to Quebec. Here's the 0-2. Swung on a lazy line drive, but this will fall in left field for a base hit. Coming to score is Poller. Right behind him is Melbauer, and the throw goes into second base. 2 runs come in to score for New Jersey, and they take a 3-2 lead. This is turning into a disastrous 4th for Braden Scott. A 2 RBI single for Trent Taylor. And he gives the Jackals the lead. That's the 3rd hit of the inning, the 4th base runner. And now at the plate, Bryson Parks, throw to first, back in safely Taylor. That was another count where Scott was way ahead. The first pitch, a bunt attempt by Taylor, a good one down the first base line. Scott with a bare hand, throws to first, and they got him. A miraculous play, and Braden Scott takes a bunt single away from Parks, and he ends the 4th. New Jersey takes the lead, and they have a 3-2 advantage over Evansville. We'll head to the home half of the inning on Flow Sports and the Otters Digital Network. Bottom of the fourth inning, and New Jersey has taken the lead with 3 runs in the top of the frame. They have a 3-2 advantage over Evansville. At the plate, David Mendham, he will face right-hander Danny Vasquez. Vasquez, 53 pitches, 27 strikes. He winds and fires home to Mendham. This is smoked down the first baseline foul. 2,163 in attendance for this one. And after the rainouts earlier in the week, Evansville needs all the fans they can get. The wind and the pitch from Vasquez. Mendham takes a breaking ball upstairs and away, and the count is 1-1. Look, without getting into the fine details of it all, let's just say the postponements really hurt Evansville financially. The 1-1. Swing and a miss, and it's 1-2. When you are a private baseball organization in a small market like Evansville, it's hard to create revenue. The 1-2 misses high and outside. And so to stay afloat, you really have to rely on sales inside the stadium, ticket sales as well. Vasquez winds and deals. Breaking ball, hit foul the opposite way, out of play. We'll have another 2-2 for Mendham. And when you lose out on a doubleheader thirsty Thursday like Evansville did yesterday, that is a huge chunk of change down the drain. Vasquez winds and deals. Breaking ball, tapped foul to the Otters' first base dugout. We'll try it again. And again, this is not said to be some sob story. Our great general manager, Travis Painter, will do everything in his power to rectify the situation and make sure that everybody and everything is taken care of here in this organization. He does a wonderful job. But that's not to say that those postponements will not go unnoticed the rest of the year. Vasquez motions home the 2-2. Breaking ball hit foul to the first base side. Third foul ball in a row off the bat of Mendham. And he's putting together a good battle here against Vasquez. Pitch number 8 coming up. So the rest of the year, Evansville will need some good attendance, and they have some good promotional dates coming up to help support that. The 2-2 pitch. Breaking ball, tap foul back to the screen. This series here against New Jersey will have Star Wars night. That's tomorrow. That comes with a jersey auction as well. It's also our Millennium Steel night, our Girl Scouts night, and our WEVV 44 News night tomorrow. The 2-2 is popped foul to the left side, out of play again. So yeah, lots of promotions tomorrow. On Sunday, it's the Evansville Trails Coalition and our Dog Days of Summer. Vasquez ready with the 2-2. Here it comes once again. Mendham swings at it, hits a liner out to right, but this is right at Scipione as he makes the catch. So the 10-pitch at-bat comes to a close. Excuse me, at-bat comes to a close. There were 8 strikes thrown in that battle. Now coming to the plate, Logan Brown swings and misses at the first offering, and the count is 0-1. Brown grounded out to first his first time up. Well, with all of that said, you can order some tickets and come watch an Otters game here this weekend. Here's the 0-1. Fastball way outside, goes back to the screen, 1-1. If you're interested, call 812-435-8686 or stop in at the Otters front office. If you call or come in ahead of the game, $5 general admission seats. Can't beat it, the 1-1. Swing and a miss. Fastball blown by Brown. And we'll try it now at 1-2. Again, Star Wars night tomorrow. That's the one that I'm looking forward to. Star Wars in today's generation, either a hit or miss. Now the 1-2 from Vasquez. Breaking ball outside. It was such a new age film back when it first released. And what is now considered episodes 4, 5, and 6. A New Hope, Empire Strikes Back. And the last one, I'm blanking on the name. I should know this. The 2-2. Swung on, a grounder out to short. Genther up with it behind the second base bag. His throw to first is in time to retire Brown. There are 2 outs here in this 4th inning. New Jersey leads it 3-2 over Evansville. Coming to the plate, left-handed hitting Mason White. But now today's generation, and I fall into this generation, they either love it or they don't like it. Harry Potter fans have some beef with Star Wars. Here's the first pitch to White. He takes a strike on the outside corner, and it's 0-1. I've never seen Harry Potter, that series, but I love Star Wars. So it should be a great night at the ballpark tomorrow. The 0-1. Breaking ball misses outside. My personal favorites, the 4th episode, the 6th episode, and the 3rd episode. And we have some sweet jerseys for tomorrow, the 1-1. Swung on, roped out to first. Taken on a short pick by Rosario, backhanded by the first baseman, and he's able to run it to first and make the play. Well, another 1-2-3 inning for Vasquez, as that's now 8 in a row retired by the right-hander, and we'll take it to inning number 5, New Jersey 3, Evansville 2 on Flow Sports and the Otters Digital Network. Top of the order, due up for New Jersey. We're in the away 5th, and they lead it 3-2 over Evansville. Braden Scott back on the rubber. The southpaw winds and fires home to Arbert Scipione. Fastball in the inside corner, taken for a strike, and the count is 0-1. 78 pitches, 50 strikes for Scott. He looked good through the first 3 innings, stumbled in the 4th. Now the 0-1. Swing and a miss, and he's got Scipione down in the count 0-2. Scott with 7 strikeouts here in the outing, 6 of those coming in the first 2 innings. He steps and deals the 0-2 pitch home to Simeone. And this one is popped foul back over the screen. We'll try it again at 0-2. Scipione 0 for 2 here tonight, a strikeout and a flyout. He calls time, wants to think things over. Scipione batting .245 this year. Had a nice series against Gateway. And he's working on a 3-game hit streak, 5 for 14 against the Grizzlies. The 0-2 coming. Fastball misses high. Scipione, 2 home runs against Gateway, 5 RBI, 5 runs scored, a double, stolen base, and a walk. The 1-2. Checks his swing, pitch missed a little bit upstairs. And it's now 2-2. Anything can happen at Grizzlies ballpark. Part of the reason why Gateway was able to come back in that series finale against New Jersey, the 2-2. Called strike 3. Right at the top of the zone, Scipione didn't like it, but he's down looking. That's his second K of the game. 8th strikeout of the night for Scott. 1 out here in the 5th, coming to the plate, Fritz Genther. Lefty on righty matchup. The southpaw winds and fires home. This one popped up. Foul back over the screen. We'll try it at 0-1. Evansville had a taste of what it was like this year earlier in the season to play at Grizzlies ballpark. They will be back there one more time for this upcoming 9-game road series. The 0-1, swing and a miss. 0-2 now to Genther. I guess you can go ahead and actually make it an 11-game road series now for the Otters. So they're not too far off from what New Jersey is doing now in their 12-game road stint. Now the 0-2 coming. And it's a fastball that misses away. So that road series on deck for Evansville, that will begin this coming Tuesday. 3 games against Lake Erie, 3 games next weekend against Gateway. Then they close it out with 5 games against Schaumburg, the 1-2. And it's tipped back to the screen, foul. Genther stays alive, and we'll have another 1-2 pitch. Schaumburg had no desire to play in doubleheaders throughout this series, so we will be making that game up Monday, August 12th, 2 games. The 1-2, breaking ball misses inside. That's going to make for a brutally long series against Schaumburg. Scott ready, he winds and deals. Swung on, roped down the left field line, fouling out of play. And we'll have another 2-2 pitch now for Genther. These Jackals starting to string together longer at-bats. Scott has thrown in 3 7-pitch battles here tonight. This is about to be his 4th. He winds and deals. Fastball called strike 3. Another one right at the knees, and Genther down looking. Boy, these Jackals have struggled to pick the bat off their shoulders with 2 strikes. That is the 5th looking K of the game. And Scott has 9 on the night. Now coming to the plate, Miguel Gomez. He bats right-handed, base is empty, 2 outs here in the 5th. First pitch, a breaking ball, drops in for strike 1. Scott 90 pitches now, 91 after the first one to Gomez. 59 strikes he deals. Swing and a miss, beautiful bender had Gomez way out in front. And the count is now 0-2. Scott has had to work here tonight, trying to get through 5 innings. The 0-2, grounded foul to the left side. Probably won't be able to get to the 7 innings that we saw him pitch in his last performance against Lake Erie during the Otters sweep, but you wonder if he's going to come back out for the 6th. Maybe it depends on the offense. The 0-2. Grounder hit out to second. Zinn up with it cleanly. A lazy throw to first, but it's on the money in time, and that will retire Gomez. 4.5 in the books, and New Jersey leads it 3-2 over Evansville. Another 1-2-3 inning, this time by Braden Scott, his first of the night. Giovanni DiGiacomo leading it off here in the bottom of the fifth inning. New Jersey leading Evansville 3-2. Danny Vasquez back on the rubber. The right-hander winds and fires. DiGiacomo squares the bunt and takes a fastball low. The count is 1-0. 72 pitches, 40 strikes for Vasquez. Right now he has the lead. The 1-0 pitch. Fastball misses outside. 2 balls and no strikes for Giovanni. He doubled his first time up to the right center gap, but then was stranded on third. The 2-0 coming. Fastball lifted in the air, straight away center field. Ranging over is Parks. Couple of steps to his left and puts down DiGiacomo. 1 out. The lineup turns over. And now coming to the plate, Delvin's in. Well, that was a 2-0 pitch, and Giovanni got a little bit too much under it. Zinn 0 for 1, grounded out his last time up. Otters trailing 3-2 to New Jersey here in the series opener. The right-hander Vasquez deals. Breaking ball drops in for a strike, and the count is 0-1. Vasquez played in the MLB Draft League last summer, the 0-1, and it's a fastball that misses inside. Let's just put it kindly and say things did not go his way. He had a 1-0 win-loss record. Breaking ball misses low, 2 balls and a strike, but that's about all the positives you could say for Vasquez in his MLB Draft League tenure. Had a 10.61 ERA, just 9 1/3 innings of work, but he gave up 11 earned runs. The pitch. Fastball misses outside. 3-1 now to Delvin. In those 9 1/3, gave up 6 walks, 18 hits. And again, that was last summer, the 3-1 pitch. Swung on, smashed to third, bobbled by Gomez. He's able to barehand it as the ball popped up in front of him, and he will still throw out Zinn. A great effort over at the hot corner, and Gomez has made a couple of heady baseball plays today. And that ball was hit hard by Zinn, but nothing to show for it on another good hitter's count. That time it was 3-1. 2 outs here in the fifth. At the plate, Gary Mattis fouls the first pitch back, and the count is 0-1. New Jersey leads it 3-2. Bases empty, 2 outs. Mattis 0 for 1, grounded out his first time up. 10 batters in a row retired for Vasquez. He deals. Fastball misses low and outside, and the count is 1-1. Before that MLB Draft League season, Vasquez finalized his collegiate career at Nova Southeastern. Spent a couple of seasons at Berry as well, and played at FIU, Florida International. Here's the 1-1. Swung on, popped up, third base side, down by the left field line, foul territory near the New Jersey bullpen. Racing over is Genther, but he can't get there. The left fielder, Taylor, also in the vicinity, but that one falls, and the count is now 1-2 for Mattis. Just didn't really see much action at the Division I level, so then transferred over to Berry. Had a good second year in 2022 and finalized in the same conference as Berry with Nova Southeastern in the Sunshine State Conference. Here's the pitch, and the 1-2 is a check swing. He did not go around a breaking ball. Low went back to the screen, and the count is even now. The deuces are wild for Mattis, 2-2. In his final collegiate season, again, that was with the Sharks, a 4.91 ERA, and that was in 29 1/3 innings. The right-hander winds and fires home. The 2-2 is looked at for strike 3. 11 in a row retired for Vasquez. His third 1-2-3 inning in a row, and we'll take it to inning number 6 on Flow Sports and the Otters Digital Network. New Jersey 3, Evansville 2. Middle third of the Jackals order due up here in the top of the 6th inning. Braden Scott back on the rubber. He's at 94 total pitches, first seeing Emmanuel Rosario. New Jersey leads it 3-2 over Evansville. Here's the wind and the pitch. Fastball swung on, lifted out to deep right center. Backing up is DiGiacomo, and he will track it down in the gap. One pitch, one out. Well, if you're going to stick around in the 6th with 94 prior pitches, that's the way to do it. Working quickly, and Rosario retired. Now coming to the plate, Rob Poller. Poller, the designated hitter, 1 for 2, a single and a run scored in the 1st inning. He will dig in from the left side. Scott has done a nice job throwing strikes. 63 out of the now 95 pitches have found the zone. Time immediately called, and Poller not ready, having to adjust the batting gloves before digging in. The southpaw ready on the mound. He winds and deals. First pitch drops in for a strike, and it's 0-1. So Scott throwing strikes at an even 66.7%. Next offering, swung on, belted high and deep to right center. DiGiacomo looking up. This is off the wall, snatched up by the right fielder Mattis. Throws it back in, but it's going to be a double. Poller hit that one hard, just a couple of feet away from having a solo blast. He'll have to settle for 2 bags instead. And now coming to the plate, Clayton Melbauer. But again, Scott has been throwing strikes. His problem has been not putting guys away when ahead in the count. And it's not even like he's had a bad day, just one bad inning, which has really put a dent into the scorecard for him. The left-hander at the set, first pitch home. Melbauer takes a little bit low, and the count is 1-0. But that Otters bullpen starting to get hot. Looks like it's John Beamer throwing. New Jersey leads it 3-2. Here's the 1-0 pitch. Swing and a miss. We spoke earlier about New Jersey being a fast Jackals team. And last year it was more or less the same story. They set the single season record as a team in stolen bases in 23. The 1-1 is swung on, lifted in the air to right. Mattis camping under it. He will make the catch, tagging for third Poller. But he actually takes a couple of steps off second, then retreats. 2 gone in the inning. Now coming to the plate, Xavier Valentin.
Catcher, 22, Xavier Valentin.
100 pitches now for Scott. 67 strikes. Keeping up at that strike to ball ratio, and that's a great number to have. Anytime you're around 70%, you know that you're throwing enough strikes. Lefty on lefty battle. The pitch, swing and a miss, 0-1. And we'll see how Scott works around the 1-out double. Can he get his neck out of the woods and still finish with a quality start? Again, all things considered, it's been a good day except for 1 inning. Here's the pitch. Swung on, blasted to the right. Backing up is Mattis. He's at the warning track, makes the catch before bumping into the wall. So the double does no damage, and New Jersey goes down quietly here in the 6th. We'll take it to the home half of the inning. The Jackals with a 3-2 lead over Evansville. Pavin Parks leading it off, 3-4-5 in the order for Evansville. First pitch in there for a called strike off the arm of right-hander Danny Vasquez. Vasquez, 85 pitches, 47 strikes as the starter. He's looked sharp. He winds and deals. Breaking ball misses away. And the left-handed hitting Parks working with a 1-1 count. 3-2, New Jersey leading Evansville. Vasquez into the motion. Here's his 1-1. Fastball just a smidge inside. 2 balls and a strike. Parks 0 for 2, but he has an RBI. Drove home the first run of the game in that first inning for the Otters. They have not scored since. Now the 2-1. Misses just a little bit high, 3-1 now. That second run of the inning came from Gary Mattis when he scored on an error from the Jackals, but it has been crickets otherwise. Evansville held to just 1 hit. Vasquez motions home the 3-1, and it misses down low and in, ball 4. Well, that breaks up the 11-in-a-row streak retired from Vasquez as Parks will now head to first base. A leadoff base runner. Here comes Randy Bednar. That's the first base runner since the second inning. We're in the 6th. Bednar batting right-handed, 0 for 2, grounded out his last time up. Vasquez leaning in, comes to the set. He offers up. First pitch a little bit in, and the count is 1-0. Now the MLB trade deadline happened on Tuesday, and there were a ton of moves. A lot of big names as well being moved around. Probably the biggest, Jazz Chisholm, going to the New York Yankees. A throw to first, a little bit low, but it's blocked by Rosario. Parks in safely. So Chisholm going from Miami over to New York, and he has had an impactful start, to put it mildly. A lot of other big names in that trade deadline as well. Here's the 1-0. Bednar takes a fastball high and in, 2 balls and no strikes. San Diego made a fair amount of moves, and San Diego receiving from Miami Tanner Scott and Brian Hohen. San Diego also got Jason Adam from Tampa Bay. Here's the pitch. Fastball in for a strike, and it's 2-1. So San Diego trying to shore up their pitching staff, and they gave up a boatload of prospects, including the one for Scott, the number 2, 4, and 5, as well as 24 prospects in their farm system. Throw to first, back in safely is Parks. So they gave up some real valuable pieces, but they felt very strongly about acquiring Tanner Scott. Here's the 2-1. Breaking ball misses upstairs near the head of Bednar. He ducks out of the way. 3-1 to the right-handed hitter. Now they, again, also got Hohen in that deal, but Scott is the main target. Now the 3-1. Fastball in, ball 4, runner was going, but doesn't matter, it's a walk. So some signs of that first inning coming around here in the 6th. Back-to-back walks to lead off the frame. And we'll have time called. I believe that's the field manager, Bert Gonzalez, coming out. He wants a word with his starting pitcher. Bullpen is hot for New Jersey. And we'll see if a change occurs. Vasquez still hanging around on the rubber. And it looks like it's just going to be a visit. Also in that trade deadline, how about the Guardians, the best team in baseball, right before the trade deadline, acquiring Lane Thomas and Alex Cobb. Cobb, a former Giant, had a really good season last year. He's projected to make his 2024 debut in about a week or so. Was dealing with a hip surgery, some arm problems earlier in the year, so he was a little banged up when the Guardians acquired him. Meeting on the mound over, Dakota Phillips at the plate. Right on left battle. Here's the pitch. Fastball, swing and a miss, and the count is 0-1. First and second for Evansville. They trail New Jersey 3-2. We're in the sixth. And Lane Thomas in his first 2 games, 3 for 8 at the plate with 2 doubles. A hot start for him in his Guardians tenure, a former national. The set from Vasquez. He deals. And this one misses just a little bit outside. 1-1 the count now for Dakota. The Guardians looking to take the series off the Orioles. They lead it 8-1 over Baltimore in the 7th. And they won yesterday in convincing fashion, 10-3. Now the 1-1. And it misses inside, a slider from Vasquez. And we'll try it at 2 balls and a strike. So Cleveland is the best team in baseball right now in the American and National League, but Baltimore, the second best team record-wise in the American League. Now the 2-1 pitch. Swung on, shot to first. This is just foul. Oh my, a close play. Just sneaking over that white chalk. But first base umpire Nick Barone all over the call. And that was millimeters away from being extra bases with at least the tying run coming in to score. Now the count is 2-2 for Phillips. 0 for 1 with a strikeout and a walk. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Inside near the shoe tops. He gets out of the way, backhanded by the catcher Valentine. Nice stop by the catcher, but the count is now full. Pitch number 100 of the game coming up for Vasquez, trying to avoid walking the first 3 batters here this inning. There's a right-hander throwing in that New Jersey bullpen. A big point here in the game. Vasquez ready, glove near the head. He kicks and deals, both runners go. Breaking ball, misses down low, ball 4. Third walk of the inning. And Vasquez's command all over the ballpark. He looked really good from that second inning on, but he's now walked 6 batters here tonight. And now coming to the plate, David Mendham. A massive chance for Evansville. New Jersey leads it 3-2, bottom of the 6th inning. Infield playing in for the Jackals. The base is loaded, nobody out. The right-hander winds and fires to Mendham. Breaking ball misses inside, and the count is 1-0. As good as a hitter as Mendham is, he may be taking here until he gets a strike. Vasquez. Into the wind. His pitch is a fastball high and away, 2-0, not even close to the zone. Vasquez has not just missed, but he has missed uncompetitively. So his pitch is just really not close, easy layoffs for the hitters. He has to come here again with the 2-0, and it's a fastball that misses in. 3-0 the count. Well, it doesn't matter if the defense is playing in if you can't throw a strike. Vasquez thoroughly struggling here in this 6th. The pitch on the inside corner, called a strike, and it's 3-1. Vasquez has thrown just 5 strikes here this inning in 20 pitches. Hayes ready. The kick and the pitch is lined back to the screen on a heater high. So the count now full for Mendham. Mendham lined out a hard hit ball to right his last time out. Righty on lefty matchup. Vasquez ready. He's into the wind. Here's the 3-2. Low ball 4. Vasquez has walked in a run. You can't make this stuff up, folks. After retiring 11 in a row from the 2nd inning through the 5th inning, Vasquez comes out here in the 6th and walks 4 batters in a row. And now, here comes the manager. Bert Gonzalez will pull his starter out of the game. More information on the reliever to come when we come back. This game is tied 3-3, your score here in the 6th. Still the bases loaded, nobody out for Evansville when we come back. Christopher Moore-Millie on to pitch for New Jersey here in the home 6th. 3-3 your score between Evansville and the Jackals. Infield playing in. Bases loaded, nobody out. Logan Brown at the plate. The right-hander from the stretch deals. First pitch swinging. Here's a high fly ball deep to left field. This is back, and it is gone! A touch of ball. Logan Brown with a grand slam, the 2nd salami of the year for Evansville. And they have busted open this game. They take a 7-3 lead over New Jersey. The first pitch out of the break, a line shot that got out of here in a hurry. And all of the inherited base runners come in to score. A devastating blow. And the Otters lead it by 4. Now at the plate, Mason White. First pitch to him. On the outside corner, missed the zone, and the count is 1-0. Holy guacamole. What a moment. Here's the 1-0. Breaking ball. Downstairs again, 2 balls and no strikes. So the day is over Now for Danny Vasquez, the starter. And his line just got a whole lot worse, the 2-0. Tapped foul back to the screen. Vasquez ends up giving up 6 runs, all earned, on just 1 hit. Or I guess I should say 5 earned. 1 was on an error. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. White behind on a fastball. White 0 for 2. 2 groundouts to his card. The 2-2 pitch to him. Breaking ball misses in. More Millie comes to the set. Here's the payoff. Outside ball 4. Well, more Millie serving up more walks, and the Otters will take more of those. Another base runner, Mason White, touches first. Here comes Giovanni DiGiacomo. Vasquez going in 5 innings as the starter. Entered the 6th after retiring 11 in a row. Walked the first 4 batters, and all of them scored. 7 walks to his card, 2 strikeouts tonight. First pitch, DiGiacomo takes high. And the count is 1-0. The hero right now, Logan Brown, with that grand slam to left. Still nobody out in the inning. Here's the 1-0 pitch. Fastball misses away, and we were talking to Matt Sulzer, the New Jersey broadcaster, before this game started, and he said, look, a lot of times this year, the Jackals have not brought guys out of the bullpen mid-inning for a reason. Now the 2-0. Fastball outside, 3-0, and more Millie all over the place. This is a bullpen that has really struggled this year. They do not handle high-pressure situations well. Case in point. Now the 3-0. Get me over strike taken by Giovanni. Runner on first. Nobody out. We're still in the bottom of the 6th inning. Evansville has scored 5 runs. The pitch. Runner goes to second. Swing and a miss. And the throw to the bag. In time, they're able to get White. White flipping his arms in the air saying, what? How am I out? It's a close play, but he didn't like it. Gary Glover, our third base umpire, making the call. Andy McCauley having some words with him. Glover not listening at all. And White walking back to the dugout, still in the field of play. Now he crosses the white chalk. There's the first out of the inning. So the count now 3-2 to DiGiacomo. More Millie at the set, the right-hander deals. This ball slapped to the opposite way, out of play, and we'll have another 3-2 pitch. Evansville 7, New Jersey 3, we're in the 6th. Here's the 3-2 to Giovanni. Chopper, and it's foul. It goes off of DiGiacomo in the box before going into fair play. So rule it a dead ball. We'll have another 3-2 count. So more Millie only being charged with 1 run so far this inning. But that grand slam came on the first pitch he threw. Logan Brown going yard. Now the payoff. Breaking ball inside, ball 4. The first 7 Otters of the inning to reach base safely. And if it wasn't for that caught stealing, there would still be no outs. The lineup turns over. One gone here in the sixth. Delvin Zinn comes to the plate. Zinn 0 for 2, a couple of ground outs to third. Otters lead it by 4. Here's the first pitch from the right-hander. Fastball at the knees for a strike, 0-1. The only other grand slam of the year came earlier in the season from Patrick Lee. Here's the 0-1 pitch. And it's a breaking ball that drops on the outside corner for a strike. That was all the way back on May 12th against the Joliet Slammers. It was on the road. Here's the 0-2. Swung on, lifted in the air, high and relatively deep to center. Backing up and to his left is Parks. And he puts it away in the gap.
Right fielder, number 23, Gary Mattis.
Zinn hit it hard, but he's out number 2. Coming to the plate, Gary Mattis. Runner on first in the sixth. 7-3, Otters lead it. That was home run number 54 as a team for Evansville. They came into this game 9th in the Frontier League in home runs. Runner goes on the first pitch. Bunt attempt by Mattis back to the mound. Barehanded, more Millie. Picks it up, fires to first, and that'll end this sixth inning. 9 batters come to the plate for Evansville. 5 runs come in to score, highlighted by the grand slam from Logan Brown, and they take a 7-3 lead over New Jersey. A fantastic sixth has put the Otters ahead 7-3 over New Jersey. We're in the seventh now. John Beamer taking over duties on the rubber. First pitch, a line shot back up the middle, a base hit for Trent Taylor as that one goes into center field. And New Jersey will look for an answer. Beamer 6'3", 190 pounds, out of Hopkinsville, Kentucky. 28 appearances, a 4-1 win-loss record, 2.97 ERA. 39 and a third innings, and 49 strikeouts on the season. Now at the plate, Bryson Parks. It was a grand slam from Logan Brown in the bottom of the sixth inning to plot the Otters ahead. Now the first pitch from the right-hander. Parks takes a fastball high, showed bunt, pulled it back, and the count is 1-0. Final line tonight from Braden Scott. Had one rocky inning in the fourth. Other than that, he was marvelous. 6 full innings in a quality appearance. 3 runs all earned on 6 hits, 9 strikeouts, 2 walks. Beamer steps and deals. Runner goes to second. Breaking ball outside. Throw from Phillips. A little high. A leaping tag attempt by Zinn, but Taylor in there safely. We've mentioned the numbers a couple of times in stolen bases this year for New Jersey. #1 in the Frontier League again. Evansville has done a nice job of keeping them calm on the bases tonight. That was just the first successful steal. There was another attempt back in the third inning by Bryson Parks rather, excuse me, but he was a caught stealing victim. Runner on second, nobody out. We're in the 7th. And the pitch from Beamer. Line back to the screen, and the count is now 2-1. Parks 0 for 1. Laid down a bunt down by the first baseline his last time up. It was a great bunt, but a heck of a play from Braden Scott as he made a highlight reel, barehanded grab and flipped it to first to beat the runner, the 2-1. Breaking ball away. When you look at that line score right now, you wonder how in the world is Evansville winning this game? 7 runs, 2 hits, no errors in the field. The 3-1 inside, ball 4.
20. Right fielder.
So the first 2 runners on first and second. First 2 batters of the inning. The lineup turns over. Here comes Arbert Scipione. The leadoff hitter playing right field, 0 for 3 tonight with 2 strikeouts. Otters lead it 7-3. A jumpy lead at second for Taylor. The pitch. Breaking ball misses just a little bit low. Not sure where that or how that was not a strike. Really close pitch, but it's 1-0. Well, Miguel Cruz has been calling those all night long. That's the strange thing about that call. Now the 1-0 delivery. Breaking ball, and excuse me, swing from Scipione. Went too far around on one that was way outside. And the count is 1-1. Taylor, who stands on second with his 36th stolen base of the year. He leads New Jersey. He's also 3rd in the Frontier League in swipes. The 1-1 coming. Breaking ball outside again. This time Scipione lays off. Now this is a no pressure situation for a guy like Beamer. This should be an easy appearance for him. Now the 2-1, both runners go. Fastball low, no throw from Phillips. Second stolen base of the inning for Taylor. He's on third. Parks up to second base. 2 ducks in the pond now. Beamer will have to be careful. A 3-1 count for Scipione. That bullpen getting loose down there. Griff Hughes, the left-hander, warming up. The 3-1. Swing and a miss. Well, for Beamer, you come into a situation where the offense just gives you a massive lead. And you have to, at all costs, hold that lead. He's at the set, the right-hander offers the 3-2. Grounder hit back to the mound off of Beamer's glove behind second. Parks, the shortstop, secures the ricochet. He will throw out Scipione at first. But coming in to score is Taylor, a fielder's choice RBI. Well, that ball caromed off the glove of Beamer. It was shot back up the middle. So Beamer was lucky to even get any part of the glove on that baseball. But what's even more lucky on that play is where it went, because Parks was right there, able to throw out Scipione, and it's a fielder's choice RBI. Make it a 7-4 game with Taylor touching home. Now Now coming to the plate, Fritz Genther. First pitch he sees misses low and away, and the count is 1-0. Genther 0 for 3, 2 strikeouts. Make it a 1-6-3 putout. Runner on third now with Parks moving 90 feet closer to scoring. We have time called. And what happened here? Looks like New Jersey threw away a ball down in the bullpen. Went into the playing surface. It is kind of ridiculous how often that happens. Here's the 1-0. Lifted foul. Back over the screen, out of play, 1-1. How many times have we said, oh, time called on the field, pitcher threw the ball away? The situation, ballpark-wise, is what it is. You can't do anything about it, but these are professional pitchers. Swing and a miss from Genther on the next offering, 1-2 now. So in one aspect, it's like, oh, for Pete's sake, just throw more strikes. At the set, Beamer ready. He deals. And this is popped up down the right field line. Going to be a long run for Mattis. This drops in for a base hit. Coming in to score Parks, and he makes it a 7-5 game.
Third baseman, 36, Miguel Gomez.
RBI single for Genther. Still one out in the inning, and here comes Miguel Gomez. Here's Max Peterson. He wants a word. We'll take 15 seconds aside here on Flow Sports and the Otters Digital Network. Back after this. Griff Hughes will take over duties on the mound for Evansville in place of John Beamer. We're in the top of the 7th. New Jersey already scoring 2 this inning, trying to creep back into this game. 7-5, Evansville leads it. First pitch, swing and a miss to Miguel Gomez, and the count is 0-1. Hughes, the southpaw, is into his 26th appearance of the year. A 3.60 ERA, 30 prior innings of work. The 0-1 is popped up, first base side near the bag. This is right by the chalk, crossing into fair territory. Brown can't make the catch, bounces in front of him. Throw to second is on a bounce. Parks able to step on the bag for one, the relay to first, and it's in time. What in the world just happened? Gomez dogging it down the first baseline, and he's doubled up by Brown and Parks, and it goes down as a 1-6-3 inning-ending twin killing. A disastrous base running mistake, and it cost New Jersey the inning. We'll be back. It's stretch time here at Bosse Field. Your score, Evansville 7 and New Jersey 4. Excuse me, 5. Bottom of the 7th inning, and Evansville with a 7-5 lead over New Jersey. Pavin Parks will lead off the inning, and Parks 0 for 2, a walk and a run scored in his last at-bat, or plate appearance. First pitch from Joe Acosta, fastball misses low and in, and the count is 1-0. The right-hander, 6'2", 207 pounds, from Vineland, New Jersey. 8 appearances, including this one. 8.59 ERA. He winds and fires. Fastball, not even close. This New Jersey team has had a terrible time throwing strikes here tonight. They have walked a total of 9 batters. Here's the wind and the pitch. Swing and a miss. 2-1 now to Pavin. So the day is over for Christopher Mormilli. Went 1 inning, gave up a run on 1 hit, 2 walks, no strikeouts. Now the 2-1. Fastball, low, maybe a little inside. 3-1. The difference in this one, a grand slam from Logan Brown in the last inning. The 3-1 pitch. Low, ball 4. Another walk, that's the 10th of the game. Well, this is ugly to watch. Even when Evansville is winning, folks, from New Jersey's side, this is just some bad baseball. You cannot walk 10 batters in a game and expect to win. They have only allowed 2 hits, but they have given up 10 team walks. Looks like the camera's panning in on Bryson Moore on our Flow Sports page. First pitch into Randy Bednar, a called strike. Bryson, our assistant general manager. And I don't know if he was really expecting that or not. Oh, there he is again. What a handsome young man. Righty on righty matchup. Randy Bednar 0 for 2 tonight. Here's the 0-1 pitch to him. First, we'll have time called. And it's a pitch clock violation. Boy, that camera really staying on Bryson. Who's operating that thing over there at first? Has the girl got a hots for Bryson, or what's going on here? The set, now the 1-1 pitch. Runner goes to second. No throw from Valentin. And Parks in with a stolen base. Still nobody out in the inning. Acosta comes to the set. And the 2-1 is not even close. Goes back to the screen. Fastball way outside, way low. Parks up to third on the wild pitch. Oh my goodness. Well, we said that New Jersey has some of the worst pitching stats in the Frontier League. They're 15th in ERA, 16th in runs allowed per game, 16th in home runs allowed, 12th in strikeouts per 9, 14th in walks per 9, now the 3-1. Not even close again, another wild pitch. This time it kicks to the Otters' first base dugout, coming in to score Parks. A Little League run comes in to score. Parks walked, stole second, and went from second to home on 2 different wild pitches. And Acosta out of the bullpen, walking the first 2 batters. That's now 11 team walks. Well, they might drop to dead last in the Frontier League after tonight's game. They came in averaging 4.5 walks a game. That number is going to shoot up. Runner goes on the first pitch, fastball high. Valentin's throw to the other side of the bag, skips into center field. Moving up to third is Bednar. And this defense and pitching staff for New Jersey struggling, and we'll leave it at that. That's the 11th stolen base of the year for Randy. Advances on the E2. Second error of the game from New Jersey. This is also a Jackals team dead last in fielding percentage, .964 on the year. Dakota Phillips with a 1-0 count. The pitch, fastball in. That kicks off the glove of Valentin, but not far enough away for Bednar to come home. Infield playing in for the New Jersey Jackals. We're in the 7th. Still nobody out. 8-5, Otters lead it. Acosta comes to the set. Now the 2-0. Swung on and hammered. High, deep to right field. Forget about it. This is way out of here. Phillips blasts one on East Morgan Ave. A 2-run mammoth shot to right. And it is now 10-5. How do you like that? The second home run of the game for Evansville. And this time, a no-doubt blast. So here comes the manager. And Bert Gonzalez gonna pull his reliever. Probably the wise decision. We'll be back on Flow Sports and the Otters Digital Network. We're in the 7th, still nobody out, and it's 10-5 Evansville. One Joe taking over for another. Instead of Joe Acosta, it is Joe Square. Jojo Rodriguez taking over on the mound. And the right-hander will work from the stretch. Bases empty here in the 7th. First pitch, a fastball high and away to the left-handed hitting David Mendham, the count 1-0. Evansville with a 10-5 lead over New Jersey in the series opener. Moments ago, a 2-run homer from Dakota Phillips. The 1-0 is hit back over the screen. Foul and out of play. We'll try it at 1-1. So Acosta not recording an out in this inning, giving up 3 runs on a hit, 2 walks. 6'1", 200 pounds for Rodriguez. He winds and fires. Breaking ball, hit down the first baseline, foul. And now we'll try it at 1-2. Well, with that home run from Phillips, he is now just one big bomb away from tying Chris Sweeney's all-time Evansville Otters record at 51. That was the 50th career home run in an Evansville Otters uniform for Phillips. Now the 1-2. And this is tapped back to the screen, foul for Mendham. We'll try it again. Phillips has been nothing but remarkable. The wind in the pitch from Rodriguez. Outside, missed the zone, and the count is now 2-2. Well, and this pitching staff for New Jersey has been abysmal today. 11 walks. They've only given up 3 hits. Here's the 2-2, and it misses low. So, Evansville being out-hit by New Jersey. 8-3. But the Otters with 5 more runs. Now the payoff pitch to Mendham. And it's hit foul to the left side. Watch out, a screamer to the bleachers. And we'll try it again at 3-2. Mendham 0 for 2. Walked his last plate appearance. Scored in the 6th. Reached on an error in the 1st. Rodriguez winds and fires the payoff. Chopper over the mound towards short, and the shortstop Genther fields and throws to first to retire David. 1 gone.
First baseman, number 8.
Now coming to the plate, Logan Brown. Earlier in the 6th, which felt like hours ago, Logan Brown hit a grand slam to left field, which at the time gave Evansville a 7-3 lead. Here's the pitch to him. Fastball misses high and away. Rodriguez back into the wind, his 1-0. And it misses downstairs. Well, we mentioned earlier some of the upcoming promotions. Star Wars night tomorrow. We also have some promotions tonight. Hot Stove League in attendance, our nonprofit organization sponsor, the 2-0. Swung on and blasted. High and deep to left center. Backing up is Parks. Near the warning track, makes the catch. Oh, that was another good ride from Brown. He is seeing the ball well tonight. But he's out number 2 here in the 7th. Coming to the plate, Mason White. So, Hot Stove tonight and Star Wars night tomorrow. Evansville Trails Coalition on Sunday. That's the weekend promotion schedule. First pitch to the left-handed hitting White. Grounder hit out to short. This should end the inning. Nice backhanded play. Genther throws to first, and that's it. So Rodriguez comes out of the pen, does his job, but more damage done from Evansville. They score 3, highlighted by a 2-run shot from Dakota Phillips. And we'll head to the top of the 8th inning. Evansville 10, New Jersey 5. Griff Hughes back on the rubber, top of the 8th inning. And for New Jersey, it's Emmanuel Rosario. Evansville leads it 10-5. The pitch from the southpaw, fastball high and away, and the count is 1-0. Evansville getting the scoring going in the first inning, plating 2 runs to take a 2-0 lead. Here's the wind and the pitch, fastball away. Then New Jersey came back in the 4th inning, scored 3 runs to take a 3-2 lead. Evansville answered in the 6th. Hughes motions home the 2-0 delivery, and Rosario takes an inside fastball, 3-0. In that 6th inning, it was a walk from David Mendham, which brought home a run. Then, after a pitching change, Logan Brown hit a grand slam. Next pitch lined back to the screen, and it's 3-1 for Rosario. So the Otters took a 7-3 lead at the time. In the 7th, New Jersey scored a couple to make it 7-5 the pitch. Breaking ball on the inside corner, called strike 2. Rosario dropped his bat, was ready to head to first. Instead, the count full. But Evansville punching right back in the home 7th with 3 more runs to take a 10-5 lead. Hughes into the motion. And here comes his 3-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Down in the count, 3-0, and Hughes battles back. He's able to strike out Rosario, and now he'll face Rob Poller. The designated hitter, 2 for 3. He's been one of the better bats for New Jersey tonight. And their offense has been fine. It's been the pitching to allow way too many walks, and Evansville coming through with timely hits. Left-on-left matchup. The southpaw kicks and deals, and Hughes throws a heater high, 1-0. But Pollard doubled his last time up, singled and scored in the 4th. Here comes the 1-0 pitch. Breaking ball in the outside corner for a strike, and no, it missed the zone, I guess. Really close pitch there, but it's now 2-0. Here's the next offering. Inside heater, and Hughes has fallen behind again, 3-0. Hughes came out of the bullpen to relieve John Beamer in the 7th. Threw a few pitches in the first batter he faced, rolled a 3-6-3 double play. 3-0, a heater on the outside corner. Hughes offers a 4-seam fastball, slider, changeup, splitter. His last appearance back on July 31st against Schaumburg, through a scoreless inning with a strikeout. Hughes had 9 consecutive scoreless innings out of the bullpen from June 22nd against Windy City to July 6th against New England. Here comes his 3-1 pitch. On the outside corner, called strike 2. And that was a huge double play because New Jersey was rallying in the last inning. And that was shut down because of bad base running. Here's the 3-2. Misses downstairs.
Second baseman, 13, Clayton Melbauer.
So now it'll be Clayton Melbauer coming to the plate. Runner on first, 1 out here in the 8th. We were talking earlier about the New Jersey schedule. This is part of a 12-game road series. The pitch, and Melbauer takes low, the count 1-0. Evansville will play Schaumburg another 8 times the rest of the year. Here's the 1-0. Drops in for a strike. Well, New Jersey has not played Trois Rivières at all. Not a single time this year. We're in August, folks. This is the last month. Here's the 1-1. Breaking ball in for a strike. They have also yet to see 6 games against Tri-City. So 18 of the last 22 games played against Tri-City and Trois-Rivières. Here's the 1-2. Misses downstairs. That is just ridiculous. Hopefully, the league schedule gets a lot better next year. And that's not to harp on anybody in the Frontier League front office, but my goodness, the 2-2. Swing and a miss. Hughes picks up his second K, setting down Melbauer. And now coming to the plate with 2 outs, Xavier Valentin. Otters lead it 10-5. How many times did we comment about Evansville playing Joliet? All 12 times before the All-Star break. They saw Lake Erie a lot at the beginning of the year. They saw Joliet again, Washington a lot. Here's the first pitch. Strike on the outside corner, and it's 0-1 to Valentin. And yes, I know I said Joliet twice. That's because they played them a lot. Valentin 1 for 3, a single in the second. Here's his 0-1 pitch. Breaking ball, misses away. Valentin bats left-handed, but my goodness, not seeing a team yet here in 2024. You have to play him 12 times in the month of August. Now the 1-1 swung on, and a towering fly ball to shallow center. Charging in DiGiacomo, and he'll make the catch. That'll do it. 7.5 in the books, and we'll take it to the home 8th. Evansville 10, New Jersey 5. Clayton Melborough on the mound for New Jersey here in this bottom of the 8th. First pitch misses away. And Melbauer will face Giovanni DiGiacomo to lead off the inning. Next pitch is behind Giovanni. Goes back to the screen, the count 2-0. This is the 6th time that New Jersey has thrown a position player on the mound. Melbauer taking over from second. Ryan Ford takes his position. Next pitch, a lazy fastball, misses away, and the count is 3-0. Not much velocity to the fastball for Melbauer. He deals fastball away, a 4-pitch walk. 67 miles an hour on the gun. Make it now 12 team walks from the New Jersey Jackals. Otters lead it 10-5. The lineup turns over. Here's Delvin Zinn. Earlier we mentioned the name Patrick Lee. Lee, a beloved member of the Evansville Otters. First pitch to Zinn, again behind him. Not even close. That's the second pitch thrown behind a batter. Good thing that's not coming out with more juice from Melbauer. Otherwise, there might be some issues from Evansville's side. The right-hander steps and deals from the stretch. Swing and a miss. Well, this is beer league softball at its finest. We're getting some slow lob pitches in for these Otters to attack. Next pitch, bouncing ball in the dirt, backhanded by Valentine, and the count is 1-1. Rather 2-1, beg your pardon. The pitch, swung on, popped up foul back over the screen, 2-2. The Otters have scored 8 of their 10 runs in the 6th and 7th innings here tonight. The pitch, fastball away. Again, we were talking about Patrick Lee. Lee had a short tenure here with Evansville, seeing 11 games, but my goodness, was he magnificent. The next pitch to Zinn, misses downstairs and away. Ball 4, back-to-back walks. Make it a baker's dozen of team walks from New Jersey tonight. Lee was picked up by the Detroit Tigers and spent some time with Lakeland. Hit the snot out of the ball, didn't last long with Lakeland. Was called up to West Michigan High A. First pitch to Gary Madison for a strike. And then he was called up a couple of days ago. So he will now be playing with the Toledo Mudhens in AAA. Next pitch swung on, blasted high and medium deep down the left field line. This is in the Jackals bullpen. A sliding attempt by Genther, the shortstop, couldn't come up with it. So the count 0-2 to Mattis. Lee was not in the starting lineup tonight for Toledo, but he is now just one step away from the major leagues. Not sure if he has or will get a pinch hit opportunity tonight. Not even sure if he's arrived yet in Toledo. But what a moment for Lee. The 0-2 to Mattis is a fastball high. The feeling that he must have had whenever he received that phone call. Hey, we're going to have you skip AA and go right to AAA. The 1-2. Line foul to the left side. Got to be a little nerve-wracking. This is a young kid, graduated from Tennessee Wesleyan, an NAIA school. He's got the stuff, though, the 1-2. Inside, and it hits Mattis. Everybody advances. Bases loaded for Evansville. Here comes Pavin Parks. So, another scoring chance here with nobody out, and Melbauer going from second to the mound. It has been a complete disaster. First pitch to Parks, fastball on the inside corner, a strike, 0-1. But what hasn't been a disaster for this New Jersey pitching staff here tonight? The set, the pitch. Parks takes a little bit low, 1-1. Pavin 0 for 2, 2 walks, 2 runs scored, a stolen base, and an RBI. He drew first blood for Evansville tonight in that first inning, the pitch, and he takes low. 2 balls and a strike. And now trying to put the cherry on top for what has turned out to be a great offensive night for Evansville. He cuts and comes up empty on the next offering, and the count is 2-2. You'll have to swing a little bit harder with the velocity from Melbauer. The 2-2. High and inside fastball, count now full. Usually when you have more speed, you can just let the barrel take the pitch, and the velocity of the pitcher adds to the distance. The payoff, swung on, blasted high, out towards center field, backing up Parks. He will make the catch. Plenty deep for the runner to tag for home, and DiGiacomo will touch the plate, make it an 11-5 game. Second RBI of the game for Parks. Zinn up to third, staying on first, Mattis. Now coming to the plate, Randy Bednar. One gone here in the bottom of the 8th. Bednar 0 for 2, 2 walks, 2 runs, a stolen base. Very similar to Pavin Parks. First pitch he sees misses the zone, and the count is 1-0. When you don't have velocity, you have to have some kind of power back behind the distance. Next pitch, low and outside, so these hitters, if they want to get it out, almost like the home run derby, you're just swinging as hard as you can. The set and the pitch, 2-0, didn't even register on our radar gun. That's how slow it was. Well, that was intentionally a slower pitch from Melbauer, but the count now 3-0 as it missed high. He deals. Outside, ball 4. Well, look, there is something to be said for a position player getting a chance, but this is embarrassing. If you're going to throw somebody out there, have them be competitive. Now at the plate, Dakota Phillips. He homered his last time up. The pitch, and it's in for a strike, 0-1. That's all you have to do. That's all you're asked to do. Even as a position player, just go out and throw strikes. Already another 3 walks this inning. Next offering to Phillips misses outside. Melbauer does not waste time out there, though. Already back to it. He deals the 1-1. And it's at the knees, taken for a strike. 1-2 now to Phillips. Phillips with a smile at the plate. The pitch to him. And it's lined back to the screen. In one respect, when you're used to seeing 85 plus, and then this guy throws max 67, that's the hardest we've seen. Can throw you for a loop. He deals. And it's lined back to the screen again from Phillips. We'll have another 1-2 count. Other scores in the Frontier League. Tri-City and New York tied in the bottom of the 4th at 0. Washington edging Sussex 5-4 at home. The pitch. Swung on, a line shot out toward the left center alley. This is going to get down. 1 run will come in to score, and Mattis will hold at third. An RBI single for Phillips. Zinn scores for the second time tonight. Make it a 12-5 game. Everybody advances 90 feet. Here comes David Mendham. Third RBI of the game for Phillips. Mendham an RBI walk in the 6th inning. 0 for 3 tonight. Righty on lefty battle. New England leading in the bottom of the 9th, 9-8 over Trois-Rivières. First pitch to Mendham at the knees, a strike, 0-1. Quebec leading Ottawa 7-4, top of the 9th. Lake Erie beating Windy City in 7 innings, 5-1. Now the pitch, fastball away, 1-1. Gateway besting Schaumburg 4-1. That one in Northwest Chicago. The pitch from Melbauer outside. Florence in the top of the 10th, tied at 6 with Joliet, and this is the final game here tonight. Your score, Evansville 12 and New Jersey 5. The pitch swung on, popped up, third base side, out of play.
Overhead foul ball broken.
And we'll have a 2-2 count now for Mendham. Another long inning. At the set, Melbauer throws home. Grounder back up the middle, could be two. Genther steps on the bag for one, and the relay to first, an inning-ending twin killing. Well, the Otters get two more, and they lead it 12-5 over New Jersey. We're heading to the ninth. One final chance for the Jackals when we come back. Michael McAveen on to pitch for Evansville, top of the ninth. The Otters lead it 12-5 over New Jersey. Trent Taylor leading things off. First pitch to him. Fastball, tap, foul to the right side. And we'll try it at 0-1. Taylor, 2 for 3, 2 RBI, a run scored, couple of singles, and a couple of stolen bases. He bats right-handed. McAveen at the set. He deals. Breaking ball at the knee, strike two. Griff Hughes, 1 2/3 scoreless innings. No hits, 1 walk, 2 strikeouts. The set. From the stretch, McAveen deals. Check swing, didn't go around. Fastball low, and the count is 1-2. McAveen, 22 appearances, 6 of 8 in save opportunities. Not a save opportunity tonight. He offers up. Breaking ball, a little bit high. That was dropped by Phillips, might have crossed him up a little. McAveen, 23 innings of work, a 3.52 ERA. 4-seam fastball, cutter, curveball, slider. He leans in. Now he's ready. The 2-2 offering. Strike 3 call, the fastball on the outside corner. And Taylor down looking, he's out number 1.
Strikeout. Center fielder 6, Bryson Parks.
So that'll bring up Bryson Parks. Evansville, 12 runs, 4 hits, no errors. New Jersey, 5 runs on 8 hits, 2 errors in the field. Here's the first offering to Parks. Fastball at the top of the zone for a strike, and the count is 0-1. The pitching staff of New Jersey surrendered a grand total of 14 walks. The pitch home. Grounder hit foul to the right side. Quickly now 0-2 to Parks. That is an astronomical amount of walks to give up in one game. That should be more walks than you give up in an entire series. Now the 0-2 from McAveen. Fastball just a little bit low. We still have 2 more games to go, folks. So buckle up. It could be a long ride. Now the 1-2 pitch. Off the outside corner to the right-handed hitting Parks. 2-2 now. Evansville will finish tonight just 1 walk shy of tying their franchise single game record. Now the 2-2. And it's hit foul to the first base side. We'll try it again. The Otters had, or actually, beg your pardon, 2 walks shy. They had 16 walks as a team against Chillicothe all the way back on June 11th of 2005. Now the 2-2 pitch. Breaking ball, tapped foul off the glove of Phillips. No, he holds on. Didn't think he was able to squeeze it at first, and it looked like he reached his glove down, trying to snatch it out of the dirt, but he was able to squeeze it. And there are 2 outs here in this 9th inning. Lineup turns over. Arbert Scipione coming to the plate. First pitch to the right-handed hitter. Fastball line back to the screen, 0-1. New Jersey down to their final out. Evansville leads it 12-5. Scipione 0 for 3. 0 for 4 actually. Fielder's choice RBI his last AB. The 0-1. Swung on, a looper to the first base side. Brown ranging over, lunges out, makes the over-the-shoulder grab. That's your ball game, and Evansville wins the series opener tonight after McAveen's 1-2-3 inning in the 9th. Final score, the Otters 12 and the Jackals 5. The Evansville Otters winners tonight as the offense came through in some big-time situations. They outblasted New Jersey, and they were able to win 12-5. Final box score in the recap coming your way on Flow Sports and the Otters Digital Network. This game took 3 hours on the nose, started at 6:33, finished at 9:33. 2,163 people came out to see it. We started at 80 degrees and sunny skies. Right now, we sit at 75 degrees and a clear night sky. Final box score here tonight, Evansville, 12 runs, 11 hits, 12 runs, 11 earned, 4 hits. Yes, 12 runs on 4 hits, no errors in the field, 6 left on base. New Jersey, 5 runs, all earned, 8 hits, 2 errors in the field, 6 left on base. Winning pitcher tonight was Braden Scott. He moves to 3-9 after he had 1 rocky inning in the 4th, giving up 3 runs, but he went 6 innings, allowing just 3 for a quality start, 6 hits, 9 strikeouts, 2 walks out of the bullpen for Evansville. John Beamer gave up 2 runs in a third of an inning. Then Griff Hughes locked it down for the Otters out of the pen, throwing 1 2/3 scoreless innings, no hits, a walk, 2 strikeouts. Michael McAveen tossing a 1-2-3 in the 9th. The losing pitcher for New Jersey here tonight, Danny Vasquez, drops to 0-3 on the year. In his second start of the season, he went 5 innings, giving up 6 runs, 5 earned, 7 walks, 2 Ks, and 1 hit. And for Vasquez, it was really those walks that killed him. He gave up 2 runs in the first inning, both via the walk. 1 was unearned, and then all of his walks in the 6th, 4 were unearned, or rather 4 were on the walks as well. They were all earned, but for Vasquez, at one point from the 2nd inning through the 5th, he retired 11 in a row, but his first and his last were his worst, and it cost him big time as, again, he is handed the loss. Christopher Moore-Millie threw 1 inning out of the bullpen, gave up a grand slam. We'll get to that in a second. Then Joe Acosta did not record an out in his bullpen day, gave up 3 runs. Jojo Rodriguez tossed 1, 2, 3 out of the pen in that 7th after relieving Acosta, but then it was Clayton Melbauer to toss 1 inning, giving up 2 runs with 3 walks as well. In total, the pitching staff of New Jersey surrendered 14 total walks to just 2 strikeouts. So now we'll go to the scoring recap. In the first inning, Delvin Zinn and Gary Mattis both walked. They later came around to score. Zinn on a fielder's choice RBI from Parks, Pavin Parks that is. Mattis scored on an error from the shortstop, Fritz Genther. That made it 2-0. In the 4th, it was New Jersey's time to shine. They scored 3 runs in the inning to take a 3-2 lead. It was highlighted by an RBI double from Clayton Melbauer, and then another 2 RBI single from Trent Taylor. Then in the bottom of the 6th inning, Evansville struck back. 4 men walked to lead off the inning, and David Mendham brought home an RBI with his free pass. Then Logan Brown, after a pitching change on the first pitch, coming back from the break, hit a grand slam to left field. That was the 5th and final run of the inning to come in and score. That, at the time, made it a 7-3 game. In the top of the 7th inning, New Jersey tried to answer with 2 runs, a fielder's choice RBI from Arbert Scipione and a RBI single from Fritz Genther made it 7-5, but the Otters struck right back in the 7th inning. 2 more runs coming in to score on the walk. Pavin Parks and Randy Bednar leading off the inning with the base on balls, and after a wild pitch which moved Parks from second to home, 2 wild pitches make that. It was a 2-run homer from Dakota Phillips, which was the final runs in the inning, a mammoth shot to right field. In the 8th inning, Evansville finalized the scoring, and they scored another 2 runs, both on walks, as there was Giovanni DiGiacomo and Delvin Zinn to lead off the inning. With more walks, they came in to score on a sac fly from Pavin Parks, then later an RBI single from Dakota Phillips. That's it. That's your scoring recap. That's your game. One final time, your final score, Evansville 12 and New Jersey 5. We'll be back tomorrow at 6:35 Central Time, first pitch. Hope you enjoyed the ride tonight. Thanks so much for tuning in. Also, a big thanks to all the guys in the press box working hard tonight. This has been Kyle Chandler saying thanks again. We hope to see you again tomorrow when the Evansville Otters look to win the series against New Jersey. But please enjoy the rest of your night. Stay safe, everybody, and God bless.